Hello, hello. Welcome to WIP IT Sunday, and hope everybody had a happy 4th of July. And looks like I'm going to be running solo. Our friend Commandant, he is without power. And I spoke to him earlier today. It's like been over 20 hours when you talked to him then. So hopefully he can get power restored, especially in this heat wave. Our friend Custom Cannon got hitched yesterday, so he's leaving up for a honeymoon. So congratulations, my friend. I hope everything goes as fun and dandy in the new matrimony world. And I don't hear background music. I know I turned it on and it didn't go on. There it is. Hello, hello. Hey, Namerfield. And I am continuing work on converting the loose collector Bigfoot into my original character Bruton. With Custom Cannon, he scanned on the feet model before for the well, I would say smaller version, but it's Marvel Legends Hulk size. And he took that foot and cut the front of it off, and where it can actually go onto the loose collector foot, and I'm retaining the toe hinge. But what we end up doing, instead of using the pins, we put little nubs here, and I cut a groove into the sides of the foot. So now I can actually just pop it in. It makes it much easier for like working on it for painting. When I paint it up, everything it don't have to worry about trying to put a pin in, printing in softer materials. I'm using a tough Anycubic tough resin. It's a hard resin, which is not brittle. So a durable resin and a friction fit. So I got a pinless joint, and like the loose collector, which is it's like the only pin they have on their figure is the toe hinge. So I got it set up where it's a friction joint. And they do that a lot with Transformers, where like instead of using pins like they used to, they'd actually do the friction fit where the panels and stuff would pop off. So that worked out great. Thank you again, friend Custom Cannon, for doing that. And like I said, it wasn't modeled for this for exactly, because we squished it down and cut it, so I had to end up adding some fur texture to both the original foot and the printed one, because it sticks out over here and sticks out on the foot, past the foot on this side. So I need material over this way, and on this side I need material this way. So we're gonna mix up some green stuff, put some here and some here. Y'all, already put some on the middle, so, and we can do some trim that up now while it's hardened up. Also, too, this one I carried after all this dried, using combination green stuff for the structure, because it's easy to work with and it's a solid base for that stuff, and it's durable. And for I'm using fur texture stamps that I made off the Ursa Major body, and creating the fur texture. And I like the Apoxie Sculpt for like texture stamps, because the detail's more crisp. You still get like nice detail out of the green stuff. Like, see, like here, I put some on there. After I did all this texture here, I needed to extend this out, so I rounded it off so it goes into the cavity of the foot. So I want to have fur texture on that. So you can see it there. You can see the fur texture keeps going. All right. Now, Yeah, hopefully Don gets his power back soon. Hey, Ryan. Glad you're here. And I got a few other projects I'm working on. I'm working on Surprise, another Prime, but I'm changing up the recipe. I have a editor working on my comic book I've been working on writing, and he's a professional editor, and instead of payment, he wants a Prime. So I'm making a new Prime, but I said I want to change the recipe up, try some different things. So I got a OG Strong Guy bath for cheap off eBay. One of the big things with making Prime is tapering down those legs. And it takes a lot of work to get those tapered just right, because I want the smaller ankle. And the Warpath feet worked out perfect. And I did have to clearance out some of the. I cracked the torso on the Strong Guy, lower torso, enough where I can pull out the hip joint. What was cool, I didn't expect this. It's the same joint. It's the same T-bar joint. So that made things really easy. It fits right into the slot or the factory slot, and boom. Now I did clearance the waist piece. It popped in there tight. There's the butt. Now, I didn't realize too how easy it is to crack a Caliban waist. Never really had a reason to, but going forward, if I'm making anything else with a Caliban, I'm just cracking the waist because it makes it so much easier clearancing the hips. You just drill a single hole down here, put some snap ring pliers in it, and that comes right apart. And you can see the post on the torso here, and plus this is going to make things so much easier. Well, like I said, for clearancing and sculpting the lower armor, like for Prime. As always, trying to keep a clean seam between the torso and the waist piece. It's going to make things so much easier. It's like, why didn't I do this before? Now, the only thing I've done to the legs, on this one side, I did take down, so it sticks up a little bit higher over here, ground some of that off. To round it off, well, for extra clearance, I'm going to do it this side. So I'm going to do this, jets it over here. I want to ground that off. And basically all this through here. Take a few millimeters off that. It's like the marker method I put on a long time ago, like mark where you want to cut off. So you keep track of where you're dremeling. What I'm going to do though first is the green stuff, because I do not want to get Dremel dust, plastic dust all over the workstation while I'm working on the green stuff. Also need to, about to finish up this thing. Repaint. I just did a wash on one of these nacelle. I forget what this line is called. I still got to put some kikis in that joint. It's like, boop, boop. Need to put a wash on the hands. I need to dig out the alternate hand too. I've tightened up most of the joints, but that one. It's kind of plain, so the wash helps a lot. Thank you very much, Laura. Yeah, I hope Don's power comes back. It's the worst possible time, I think. Although I guess snowstorm or heat wave is worst times you can lose your power. Green stuff. Also got the Bruton heads primed up. Did black primer on them. We did learn something about 3D scanning spray. I sent those feet and dragon's head for him to scan. I had this duller. I used like a UV cut dull coat, which is a lot duller than standard matte, and the spray that's supposed to dissipate the 3D spraying did not. So I had to do some little fixes for it. Luckily, I got most of it off, and then I just cleared it with my Duplicolor automotive paint, and all the the 3D spray stuff just dissolved away with that's heavy duty paint. Then hit with a regular Mr. Hobby matte instead of the UV matte, which matches the rest of the body better. The head was a little too dull for my taste. I didn't realize the UV matte was a lot duller than the regular matte. Yeah. I'm doing too with the green stuff. The contact points between the green and the blue start curing. So that's hard in between there. That robot, I got that at Walmart. That's buying the sell toys. Let me grab it back here. It's like a revival line from like from an old property from the 80s, and they're kind of cool. The joints are a little loose. We've add a little bit of paint to them. They look really a little bit of weathering on them. They look really cool. I like to replace the sticker. Eventually, it'd be cool just like do like a 3D print and make this actually raised up detail. Oh, well, got that here. I'm gonna put some kikis in that joint. Kikis is wonderful stuff for loose joints. Work it in there. Just got dry. It's a dry overnight. Up here. And the only thing, one of the few things I don't like about them, besides just the loose joint issue, the knees go forward and backwards. They actually go forward, but they bend farther forward than they did backwards. And that came right off. But yeah, they got some cool mechanical detailing on them. They were clearancing them out, and I picked those up. RoboForce, thank you, name of failure. Yeah, the original toys were, I think, motorized, didn't have legs, they rode around. I've actually moved my Kikis to another bottle because the original bottle had a similar like needle pin, like we're getting in where you put the solution into the tight joints. But you gotta make sure you clear your nozzle before you put it away, so it will harden in there. And you won't be able to get back out. You can buy replacement, these little needle bottles like this off Amazon. Yeah. So on out the door. RoboForce. I think it might be raining, which is great. Cool temperature down. I've heard, Ryan, I've been hearing that the Beast Kingdom figures have been showing up at Walmart. That's cool. The sale makes Biker Mice from Mars. I got the first wave. Wave 2, I don't really know if I want or not, because I got the original Biker Mice and their human companion. Did I need anything else? Or did she come in the first wave? No, she wasn't in the first wave. Sorry. I think she's in wave 2. The green stuff is super, super sticky. So I highly recommend buying their sculpting Vaseline. I'm using this to build up the height difference between the two pieces, and then I'll put the fur texture over top of this after this cures. I'll hit this with a rough grinding bit where the epoxy sculpt's got something to bite to. And 4th of July was good. It didn't really do much, just comfort my puppy dogs with the loud noise. My senior girl, Roxy, she don't like it at all. She's terrified of loud noises. And she was just a hunting breed, so she's been a terrible hunting dog, which I'm glad I got her. When I got her as a hunting dog, they've been pretty mean to her because she don't really bark. She don't like loud noises. I had her, she's 12 now, but she was a year old for the first time I heard her bark. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pouring rain right now. Oh. I have an app I can actually check. Oh yeah, it's absolutely pouring. That will be fine. So this don't have to be perfect because this is just the base that I'll be sculpting over top of. I've made up way too much green stuff. Oh, what to do with this? Get a little bit too much on this side when I was clearancing. Yeah, looks good. That's a good question about customizing and painting plastic. Yes, sir. Always glad to help out with questions if I can. Oh, that's awesome, Brian. Looks good. Now, having this office will make sculpting the little triangle piece, bottom peak of the chest armor, so much easier. Are you familiar with the Fantastic Car from the Fantastic Four movie? So when you use it to customize my copy, what paint would you use on that type of plastic? Is it the which version is it? Is it the popcorn bucket one, or is it the actual one that for like a Hasbro version, or which movie of the Fantastic Car? No. Actually, there's a paint I've been wanting to try. The Craftsman. He uses it, and it is.
Why do I choose Final Wonder toy paint?
Vinyl Wonder toy paint, and it really bonds well to plastic, and flexible plastic at that. Vinyl Wonder is what it's called. He's scratching it with a fork, and it's staying on there. It's actually the Hasbro version for the toy for the 3.57 inch from the newest movie. Well, that's awesome, Ryan. That'd be great. It's for the 3.75 inch figures from the newest movie. If you can't get a hold of that, with that kind of thing, you can about use about any kind of model car paint or something like that. big thing is sanding, prepping. What you're going to do is anything that's hinged, you need to sand for clearance. You don't want to put it on that kind of plastic too. You don't want to paint just on the bare plastic. For most part, you want to scuff it. Get some 500 grit or something, 1,000 grit, and scuff the paint where it's not really biting into it. It's just enough where it breaks the surface where the paint can actually bond to the plastic. But that final paint that the Steady Crafting Craftman uses, that is in some impressive looking stuff. So if you can get a hold of that, I would use that. That stuff looks amazing. I don't think it's going to need as much filler as the other one did. It was like for some reason, lined up a little better. So now just let that cure, rough it up with my grounding bit, and apply some epoxy. With the epoxy sculpt too, you gotta let that, after you mix it up, let it sit for about 30 minutes, or it's just too mushy. You gotta let it start to kind of harden up a little bit before it's usable. Set this to the side. Oh, what to do? Oh. You mix up too much epoxy, it's kind of good to have too. Have some molds you can push it into. You can use for other stuff. So I hate wasting epoxy, and I'm terrible judging how much I need, so I always have too much epoxy. Yeah. When I get the Dremel out, I always recommend eye protection. It's in a Graylin Slayer. Which I'm getting old, so I need reading glasses when I do this stuff now. So it's kind of built-in safety glasses. So grind on the hip. The hip. The hip. Hop. Hip, 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 hop. Well, if you don't like the sound of going to the dentist, you might want to turn your volume down. I think some more. Another good tool to have here, is cheap tool to have, is just emery boards. And you can get these at any department store or in the beauty section. They're cheap and they work great. Or you can get them off Amazon too. They buy them in multi-packs. You got a coarse side, you got a smoother side, finer side. Contrary to beliefs, I do a lot of prep work. Key to really nice finishes and longevity of your customs is prep work. One thing you gotta clear out too when you plastic, when you're like an opening like this, so the melted plastic will build up around the edges. You gotta go back and clean it out. One of the things too to make this work, these legs work with the Caliban torso waist piece, I did open these up a little bit. I was getting like an ace. It's kind of like an ace dance. So I lengthened the groove opening to go down farther. So now it can come down. I'm in Dom, my buddy Hulk Smash up in Canada. See if he join in and chat. Okay. Now it looks even. In there. Yeah. Yep. That gives me the extra clearance. I took up the waist piece up, and I still need a little extra clearance. That's why I was rounding off the top of the hips some. And as far as I know of, no one else has ever done this swap. I like it. I think this is actually going to have a more accurate silhouette for the character, like body shape proportion. It makes them just a tad bit shorter than my previous ones, but I think it's actually more accurate. Tempted to taper down the forearms a little bit. But he said he's cool if I leave them big too, though. So I like this a lot. I'm going to try, and I bought some fresh blue stuff. I'm trying to make a mold off this chest armor and see if I can reproduce that with push molds. It keeps make it a lot easier to show about that. If I can make a push mold off this armor, that would be tremendous. About like trying to work on and hand sculpt everything. I've already hand sculpted it multiple times. It'd be nice to be able to just. First, what I would need to do is make the mold. Hopefully, it don't hurt the paint. Then put the epoxy in the mold and press it against the body. I just drop the legs on the floor, because you're not customizing if you don't drop stuff on the floor. Where'd it go? Always goes under the table. You do lose a little bit of height with the Caliban legs. Like I said, with the Prime, it actually works out being. Let's see. Grab this. And you do lose a little bit of height, not a whole lot. I'm gonna try to get there. Try to get lined up here. About the height of the foot is about what you lose. Like I said, with this character, I think that works. Because Prime was big, but he wasn't super tall. I think having the legs like this actually works out well. Like I said, I'm tempted to taper down the forearms. And just he was never drawn with like giant hands, giant feet like they do with Hulk. It's like over like blown bodybuilder proportions. You have some mini toys figures. I think be a great base for RT up front. Oh yeah, there's some great bases now out there, more than just Caliban. I've been using Caliban more for consistency. With I'm doing like that's my first appearance Prime. I'm working on a final form Prime. I'm gonna do a Rogue Prime too. But I'm sticking with the Caliban for those where it can have first form, second form, third form, all identical. Since this is for somebody else, I can experiment a little bit more, change up the recipe some, which I'm liking so far. And with the gauntlets too, the I can actually custom cannon. I think him like one of the ones that sculpted, and he reproduced it in 3D, so I can actually size it to whatever I want now. So if I taper down the forearm, like this is the size I have right now, I can actually taper down the forearm where they fit the smaller arm. And I kind of would like to go with a little bit smaller hand, like a Warpath hand or something along that line. Maybe a little bit bigger than Warpath. So when you work out, your hands don't grow. They stay the same. Your forearms can get more muscular. Yeah, they can get more blocky, but not. They don't grow like the rest of your body. You have bones in here. So when you work out, your feet and your hands will stay proportionate to the rest. So when you do Supergirl stuff, they always do the giant hands and feet, which is fine. Now you're trying to put a Caliban body, a butterfly articulation based on the McFarlane style. Is not a real butterfly joint, but can be major mobility to the arms. But I toyed with the idea of using the Scar Son of Hulk, because it uses a lot of Caliban stuff, but it's got a new upper torso, new arms, which has butterfly joints. So that's an option too. Excuse me. There we go. There's how you crack a hip. Not the bad way, but just slowly with my snap ring plier. Boom. The Hulk 2099, the butterfly joints on that work a lot better than the 80th torso. Let's see what we want to do next. Warm brown. That could work. Don't see my, unless my tester's burnt sienna. Well, it's probably in front of me. I can't see it. But I don't have any more of that, so I'm going to use this warm brown. I kind of do a black wash on my 2019 Beast figure. He has some QC issues with the black paint on his arms being too light. One, I wouldn't use a black wash. I would actually use a blue wash. If you can find it. I use testers washes. They got multiple colors. I have blue somewhere. It's green. This is blue. They got a blue wash. Black. Their black wash is kind of like a brownish gray. There's a green wash. I got like a mahogany wash, barn red wash, yellow wash. All made by testers. They're harder to find now. You can find them on eBay. Usually, like the guys. Or the guy been selling the black wash, you can buy like a case 20 for a pretty decent price. But like with the robot that showed earlier, I used the mahogany wash on the gold. So it's got a bronzy look to it. I used part of the hand, but I haven't done the whole hands yet. Oh, what I'm doing here, I'm just using this to hold my paint lid. Well, that's what I like about the testers washes too. If you don't like it, until you seal it, you can get it off. It takes a little bit of elbow grease to get it off, but a little bit of hot soap water, scrub brush, maybe even use some super clean. It'll come off if you don't seal it. These Pro acryls cover so good. But they're not durable. They require sealer to be durable. I'm just using an old worn out brush to do like not a super heavy coat. I actually don't have a lot of meat on the brush. It's just this stuff covers so well. Plus I primed it in black too. I got one with a loose bristle brush because the hair sculpt. You don't want in there. This is a brush I use for dry brushing too. It's like a 20-year-old paintbrush. Very wore out, which you, like I said, I don't like when these people come out here and tell you you need to buy the most high-end stuff to do customizing. You don't. I will say, in the long run, if you plan on doing a lot, one of the big things, do invest in a quality Dremel tool. I'm in the past I've bought cheapos. They wear out fast. That was just go ahead and get a Dremel name brand rotary tool if you're going to get one. Does Testors have a blue wash? They do, but Tester stuff has gotten hard to find. Rust-Oleum bought Testors a few years back and killed their Model Master brand. Well, the acrylic side. You can still get Model Master enamels, but you can't buy acrylics anymore. You can get acrylics in the small bottles in their paint sets. And other than that, you can't really get Testors acrylics anymore. Blue was kind of rare even when they were making it. So my friend Gobi Customs, his Michaels at the time, I think he had they had blue. The one here had every color except for blue. And when they were clearancing them out, I basically bought all they had. So I'm stocked up for a good while on Testors washes. I'm starting to get low on black. I use it more than anything. And I found that dude on eBay, and the more you buy, he gives you discounts. So, and he gives you like sets, amounts you can buy. So I bought 20 something. Alright. First base coat on that one done. Now on the bigger one. I love how well this stuff covers. It looks pretty close to like Tester's burnt sienna. It's actually showing up more reddish on the camera than it actually is in person. Kind of like the photography of the Loose Collector Bigfoot figure looks super orange. When you get in hand, it's more brownish. Hang it up. Oh yeah, acrylic inks. That's great for washes. I'm old and set in my ways, so I've made my custom washes too. It's just thinning down acrylic paints. Basically, you just thin it down with water. You just play with the consistency until it's a wash. Yeah, so, actual washes have a little bit of a solvent to them. Or a thinner. I really use water though, it's easier to wipe off. That's dry and nice. Look, color it's drying. I found pretty good replacements like this is a really good replacement for the Tester's burnt sienna. The one I haven't struggling to find a close replacement is for Tester's leather brown, and I love that stuff. I got one bottle left. Because once I get this all based up, I'll do a wash to it. With this, with Testers, I can put the wash right over top of it. This, I'll need to seal it before I do the wash because it'll wipe the paint off. Try to do a wash over top this. This is called Pro Acryl. Beautiful coverage, nice, very vibrant colors. Really good color selection too. From Monument Hobbies. Like I said, the coverage is just fantastic. So it takes longer for them to truly dry, though. Testers, that stuff would. Testers, Model Masters acrylics were just the best. Plain and simple. Bottles sucked, but the paint was awesome. I'll say the way the bottles are where it sucked because if you don't use them very often, you'll get the lids get stuck on there, and you have to use it either a blow dryer or hot water over top the lid to get the lids off. I've actually shattered a bottle trying to get the lid off. Looks good. I like it. That's Pro Acryl Warm Brown. After it dries, do another coat, fill in the spots of mist. Area around the eye up there. Of course, where I was holding it, tip the trunk, I need to paint that. Whew. I wonder if this. Sweet. This one, that little razor on just restraining sweeter come off. About too small for any comic book Marvel Legends male figure. Hey. But you. Over there. I'm going to stick with mahogany wash. There you are, right in front of me. It's like a brownish, reddish brown. And one thing I love about like Tester's washes, super simple to use. Another 20-year-old brush. It's flared out, so no good for detail painting, but great for washes and dry brushing. This, you get some on my brush. Apply it generously. Even off the black, because it'll show off on it. Black and silver too. Show up on that. So if you don't like, until you seal this stuff, if you don't like it, drop it. You can, like I said, hot soapy water, or if you got super clean, drop it in super clean for a couple minutes. That stuff just melt right off. But you don't want to leave it in too long with super clean. Super clean can, if you leave it in way too long, it can dye the plastic. Or anything, or black parts to worry about. And depending on how much wash you want on here, you can do multiple coats after it dries. Also, too, how long you leave it on before you wipe it off. I've seen some people talk about like letting it dry, then like take a thinner to remove it. It's like that I don't get, because just wipe it off when it's wet. It's a lot easier that way. Like there's nothing to it. Just brush it on very generously, and I tend to do like a one direction wipe. Just light wiping, leaving in the low spots. I mean, just no pressure, just the pressure of the cloth, the paper towel. That's it. Let's put the wash on. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Yeah. Sometimes it can't go one direction because the angle of the stuff. But most of the time. And dabbing too, just to get the excess out in low spots. There we go. Boom. Those are done. Just have to let them dry. I'm not going to seal the robot because, like I said, I may later on see if I can find some kind of tech detail to put in that chest piece instead of the decal. I could. I don't have it on that one. This is not it, but it kind of shows an example of what I'm talking about. On Cults 3D, I found like a tech wall. I actually used it for like pieces on a figure, scaled it down, and it's actually rectangular, so I can actually scale it and have some of this tech detailing on the chest. That could work. Love it when the plan comes together. I get spurts of inspiration and just think about everything. Oh, I'm liking how that's looking. When it dries too, it smooths out real nice. Application, it reminds me a lot of testers, the Pro Acrylic paints. It just takes longer to dry and not as durable. Definitely needs a sealer. It's not as bad as Citadel paints. Citadel paints cover good too, but they're very easy to scratch once you seal them. They're close, but I think Pro Curl's got an edge on it. What to do? What to do? What to do? All right, let's. Oh no, his butt fell off. Yeah, I don't know why I've not cracked the waist before. That makes things so much easier. Start fitting these heads to the body. Real bit. Use the drill bit to open up the sockets where I can get that in there. I'll make quick work of opening up the sockets. Well, I did start watching some anime. New anime. Some of that stuff I've been meaning to watch for a while. I watched Kaiju number 8. I liked it. So far, I've watched both seasons. Then I got impatient and read the start reading the manga where the anime ends stops. They are doing a season 3, but I like it. It's the anime where the protagonist he's a bit goofy, but he's an adult. And it's in his transformed state, he is really powerful, but he's not the most powerful thing, and so he's not an overpowered main character, or in his human form, he's a klutz. So I was so burnt out on the people copying the One Punch Man trope. Like I said, this cuts through it really easy. I watched the first name failed to. I watched the first season of Fist of the North Star series. It's pretty good. Is the new one or the classic? The new one. Okay. Let's give it a shot. I think there's certain tropes that just get tiring, and well, basically all media, but the isekais, I'm burned out on that stuff. Darn it, I moved my trash can. And having so many of them where the protagonist is children. find it hard to find animes where the main characters are adults. And they got this whole trope now too. If you're 30 years old, you're an old person. That's good. Just going to get them dremelled out and not worry about the green stuff tonight. I use green stuff to make the sockets. Put my shirt over my nose too to keep from breathing dust. I don't want to go get my respirator. I will say the American dub industry needs to hire some new people. They have like, what, 10 people that do the same voices over and over. Remember, voice acting, you could not tell it's the same person doing multiple voices. Like in the 90s, Beast Wars. The dude that did like Dinobot's voice also did Rat Trap, and they sound totally different. Mel Blanc, Man of 1,000 Voices. It's just come up with some new stuff. I mean, at least put some effort into it, and or get some new voice talent. Oh, nice. That's good. That's good to hear. That's another trope I don't like either, like having the main character be a pervert. I like stuff being have a serious tone too. voice actors used to work more. Yes, the I don't like the whole getting celebrities to voice cartoon anime shows because they don't have the range as the voice actors did. It's like Peter Cullen is like iconic, and he did several characters on Transformers, and most people don't realize like it's the same person. Like his Ironhide and Optimus don't sound anything alike. They had more range. Some of these people that's actually professional voice actors are horrible. Their delivery is just so flat, no emotion. Oh yeah, he's phenomenal. It's also too like the can't remember his name. He did the voice of Goliath from Gargoyles. He was in the movie They Live. He fought Roddy Piper in the alleyway. But yeah, he's got great. I know his voices sound mostly the same, but but he can put emotion in the voice work. He did Spawn too. Keith David, yes. That's it. Thank you so much. Keith David is awesome. That's good. 2 down, 2 to go. Do the grinning head next. That's what I hate about trembling resin. Hey. Hey. Hey.
How's it going?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
All right. Just got your message.
Oh. I'm fitting some editor. I got to work on my comic, and instead of payment, he's wanting a prime.
Oh, that's you know what though? That's a great payment, man.
Yeah.
That's
Can't get no better prime than from me.
No. Often imitated, never duplicated.
And I'm actually trying some since trying up new recipe. Using the small guy legs.
Yeah.
And I like the silhouette better for the character.
You know what though? The proportions are there because they always had them looking a little. The proportions were always wonky, right?
Yeah. Well, he didn't have the big hands and feet like a Hulk.
No.
I'm tempted to taper the forearms down too, to run a little bit smaller hands.
Yeah. But even though
because this saves so much work too of tapering those Caliban cankles down.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's like I mean, he always had like the smaller, hands and feet, and almost like a Johnny Bravo type character. You know what I mean?
It's like
upper body.
They were going for more like I know it's this overblown proportions with the muscles, but still like a actual bodybuilder, because when you work out, your hands and feet don't grow with the rest of your body.
Yeah, exactly.
You see these big bodybuilders and little bit hands and feet. It's because they have human bodies.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that's 3. Getting the heads fitted to the torso. Oh my gosh, man! I will never make when I'm working on anything using the Caliban, crack the lower waist. It makes working on it so much easier.
Yeah,
it was one hole at the bottom, and using I didn't go all the way through. It was just enough where I can get the snap ring pliers in there.
Yeah.
And pop. I did the same thing with the one of the hips, just for showing an example. I drilled a single hole in the bottom where it connects, where it's out of sight, so nothing gets through on the side.
Yeah.
Just slowly took the snap ring pliers and it cracked open.
Nice.
But yeah, I like this a lot, and plus you can get this was the OG strung guy.
Yeah.
Because forever, he was pricey for a long time until the reissue, and this one leg, it comes with like the Pirate Deadpool, hard to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Phil Lamar. Yes, I was trying to remember his name too. Phil, thank you. He voiced the Green Lantern on Justice League Unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
He did a lot of voice acting. I remember him from Mad TV. But I think that portion-wise, I think this looks great.
Oh yeah.
It matches the character better, because these legs weren't available when I made my first one.
your OGs they're perfectly fine too. I know what you mean.
Oh yeah,
though.
I'm going to stick with that with my other ones because I'm making like the first appearance, second form, third form, so I want them all to be consistent. But if I was going to start over today, this is the legs I'll be using. Because it's got the big, huge quads, the thigh muscles, and tapered down to like the way legs actually are. And
I'll be honest with you. I think Strong Guy was sort of based off of like a Prime type body.
Well, I think Strong Guy came first.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah. Now, one thing I do think is based on Prime is All Might from My Hero Academia.
Yeah. They all got like that similar type of build, right? Exaggerated, muscular physiques, whatever, but with like small hands, small feet. Yeah. They all got that cartoony look to them.
Oh, I set the torso beside. I'm still working on it. And it makes too like fit and stuff easier too when I don't have the waist to pull with.
Oh yeah.
I like having just the torso. Now this one's a little more trickier because it's got the open mouth and the back of the head. Canon was been fixing these for me, but I don't have them. He's on his honeymoon right now. He got married yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Mr. Don, unfortunately, in this heat wave, does not have power.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Okay. Hopefully you can. Hopefully he doesn't stay out too long.
When I talked to him earlier today, he said it was already 20 hours.
Oh jeez.
Gotta get them data centers power. Make sure they don't lose power. Shut down homes.
Yeah. In a case like that, like I don't know if they're going to be able to tell them how long it's gonna take, because usually you call the power company or the hydro and they tell you, we're working on it or whatever, but give you a rough estimate. Because if it's going to be a while, I'd probably go get a motel. That's an air conditioned motel for a night or two.
The worst we ever had here was after a really bad storm. It's like the power was out for like a week.
Yeah.
That's the entire county got hit.
That's crazy. Yeah, we had the big blackout. What year was that? It affected almost all of like this area of Canada and just south of us. It affected some places in New York, Buffalo, and stuff like that. So it's like it actually hit. They call it the big blackout of, I forget the year. It was like early 2000s, like 2003 or so, 2004 maybe. Yeah, it was. It lasted a few.
Oh, and WS Pops did what you do. It's got me working on a custom Captain America. That's awesome. Hey, Alfredo. Well, a little bit of noise. So you don't like the sound of the dentist. Might want to turn your volume down. Last head to fit. big part of customizing is learning to use a Dremel like a sculpting tool. I think that looks pretty good. Since he's, I'm doing a first appearance prime for him. The arms that I prepped for my final form, third form prime.
Yep.
I'm going to use those on his, and I'm going to use Gorgons for my final form.
Okay.
The Gorgons have arm hair all over them already.
I was just gonna say, yeah, he's got the. You don't have to worry about the.
Doing the tampo, the water slides. Yeah. Just do the tattoo on the one arm, which I already have that with a water slide already fixed up for that.
You know, it's a good thing though. Like I know you didn't even realize it because when you started doing primes, the only body we basically had was Caliban, and then they started reusing the body. So it was like, okay, you know what, you got other options in case, right?
I've been waiting for them to do arms and skin tone, and guess what? Gorgon's the exact same color as the body is, the exact same color as Retro Card Hercules.
Oh, nice.
And I have a skin tone mixed up perfect to match that.
Oh, wow.
Where are you at? There it is. This matches the Hercules perfectly.
Oh, wow. Lucky Hasbro doesn't like changing up skin tone too much. That's rare that works out for you, though, you know?
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of times they got a little more too yellow, too pinkish. Mattel's big problem is jaundice looking colors, like yellow.
Remember that was it Savage He-Man? That thing
that thing was orange.
That thing looked sickly, man.
Yeah, it looked like he had massive liver damage.
Yeah.
Not to mention too, it's not what he looked like in the cartoon.
I know, he was like hulked out, man. It's like I don't understand why they. Well, you know what it is. They didn't want to retool him, but they did because that's the only.
They just could have used the Skillet with some new parts.
But what I'm saying is the body on that Savage He-Man is totally different from all the other He-Man figures. The shins don't add up. You know,
he was the exact same size as Skillet in the cartoon.
Yeah.
So why didn't you just use the Skillet?
No, they retooled a whole new body just for that, and it didn't even end up working out because it wasn't the size.
Exactly. I put a curve on the back of the heads so they sit around the neck.
Yeah. You're looking forward to that, what's it called? Brand new day Hulk figure.
So what now?
How do you feel? How you feeling about after you're seeing more pictures and more people grabbing that brand new day Hulk?
Oh, brand new day Hulk.
Yeah.
It looks better in the pictures. The body looked awful in other pictures. And actually, the body looks good in new pictures.
Yeah.
Head's still atrocious.
You know, I just saw a YouTube short for that, and he actually makes the figure look good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the angles, but that hairline isn't noticeable. Like he's doing a lot of different poses. I think I sent you the video on Instagram. He's fighting Spider-Man in a few of the pictures, and that's some nice posing stuff. But I don't know what he did, but he's hiding that hairline in his picture. So I guess he's a good what is it, ACBA?
Yeah.
Because he's making that figure look amazing.
This one I think I'm the happiest with right now. The last one I did was the Screaming Head. One of the things too, Cannon was doing too, like he a couple weeks before we can get it from him, he took the Gary Frank Smart Hulk head.
Mm-hmm.
When it made that head, like it did it some on these too, like the nose was really long.
Yeah.
The app would like make the noses really big. And it's not so bad on the prime heads. The alien head was a little more, but it's not terrible.
Yeah.
But on my lower heads and the Hulk head, it made the nose really big. But on this, it's freaking awesome.
Oh wow. That looks wow. Just like the artwork, man.
And I got one fitted on the Venom body. Now, maybe when he gets back to work on the armor stuff for this, to make, I may tell him to go ahead, just need to cut out the pecs, because the way my chest is designed, it really needs to have the lower part of the pecs cut out. So I got those dragon eyes on the chest on each side.
Yeah.
They need to be sunk in a little bit.
The head looks great.
But the way the character would transform, like I said, the eyes, the dragon here, and the snout would be like down this way.
Yeah.
So like basically the head would just rise up out of the body, and the humanoid head would just sink down in. You got the glowing gemstone looking piece through here.
It's going to be a good one.
I got my base coat on, first base coat on the new heads. Then one for the OG and for the big one.
Yeah.
Make them match. Need to cut a little bit more off the back of the head. Need to increase the arch on the back so it sits back on the neck a little better. Low budget dust mask, putting my shirt over my nose. That's much better. Got wraps around the back of the neck now. If you look at it, it's got an arch to it. But when you lay it on the figure, it looks flat.
Yeah. Technologica.
Technologia. Angry expression. Now, smiling head. There we go. That's that one.
That's good.
What I'm going to try to do, I bought some fresh blue stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can do a push mode off my first appearance prime. Hopefully I don't hurt the paint. If I can do that, I can replicate that chest armor much easier.
Yeah.
Because it's laborious way I do it. Because I cut out the P out of styrene and built or sculpt the whole P out of different strips of styrene.
Oh, I remember the whole process.
Yeah. No, that's cut out styrene, heat it and contoured to the body. These around the edges of the P are strips of styrene. This is styrene strips, all in sculpted material, yada yada. But cracking that waist is gonna make this bottom piece a lot easier.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the butt to try to sculpt that and keep it clean, and paint it and keep it clean. So I can actually sculpt it off the torso and make things much easier. So, yeah, the Gorgon torso would make things a lot easier. Because the neck is flesh tone.
Yeah, no kidding. Off of Protos is smooth. Yeah,
Smooth operator.
those prime customs are like, you would never. People said that was like a factory job. That's
Yeah, I've had people ask me. I've had people ask me where do I buy that. It's like, made it. These new heads are just kicks it up a notch.
Yeah, like I mean, you had the right idea. Like that Hyperion had scaled up.
It worked.
Was close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like close to what he looked like. But yeah, these ones here are just wow. The new resin you're using is a lot stronger than the other stuff, right?
Oh yeah, too. Well, the cast resin's pretty tough too. That when I first started 3D printing, though, I used that standard gray resin. That stuff was crap.
Yeah.
You throw these in the wash tank. When I drilled through, there's some pockets of resin that was uncured. Need to rinse them out and put them in the curing station. Ooh. Hey. Get in your home. Mm.
Those Hulk heads are so cool though, eh?
Oh yeah, those look good.
That what was that? Earth's Mightiest. That's the Earth's Mightiest Heroes Hulk, right? The animated one. That's one. That was a pretty good show.
This is the loose collector size one. I got the one of the feet done, sculpt wise, and it retains the toe hinge. Plus, when I was working on Canon, it's like instead of doing the pins like it has, I cut a groove, a channel on both sides. We got nubs right here where it just friction fits, so it's pinless now.
Oh, that's really good. So much better. That's gonna be a monster.
New texture stamps. Do what?
Cyclops. The name without asking if Cyclops the only mostly blue Vulcan body.
You're talking about the 2-pack Cyclops, dark blue. Yes. Lighter blue. No. You do have the Star-Lord at the lighter blue.
Yeah, they're both on the Vulcan body, that's right.
Yes. But the astonishing Cyclops is not on the Vulcan body. It looks similar, but it's not.
You think they keep them all in uniform, like like standard size?
Now they haven't reused that astonishing body either. You used to be able to get the Star-Lord. I keep blanking out on Star-Lord's name on that body. But you used to be able to get that Star-Lord figure pretty cheap.
Yeah, you told me that a while back. You used it for a couple of customs, didn't you?
Parts of it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Nope. This has got the arms off of it. No, this is off the butt. Oh, yeah. No, I'm sorry. It's the Bucky cap. And then I got the Bucky cap arms.
Yeah, Namathel says he's thinking of making a Miracle Man.
So this goes on, it's almost like a reddish brown.
Yeah.
And it dries a darker brown.
Oh, that dries really compared to that.
The coverage on this paint is just great. The Monument Hobbies Pro Acrylic, Monument, yeah, I think it's Monument Hobbies. So its paint's called Pro Acrylic, but the coverage is just phenomenal.
Oh, it just covers that black, man.
Yeah, there's nothing to it.
Shit, I haven't worked on any customs for quite a while.
Whacker.
Yeah, but see, and you know how it is for me. Once I start going, I bang out like a few at a time, and then it's just like take a little
you burn yourself out.
Yeah.
I love this head sculpt.
That's good.
Oh, I like it. Any touch-ups on the small one. Yeah. Yeah, for the small one, I had sculpted a lower jaw. Just the way the head sits on the Ursa Major, the head neck jets forward some.
Yeah. What a difference from when it's wet to dry.
Yeah, it's like a totally different color when it's dry. I like it.
Yeah, that's really good. That's a nice paint, man. Procreal, you said?
Yep, the Pro Acryl. Yep.
Okay.
Monument Hobby makes it good. This is warm brown. This is my favorite brown they got. I've tried different browns. I've been trying to find a good replacement for burnt sienna. From testers. This is pretty close.
And just goes straight on, no mixing, no thinning out.
Just right out of the bottle.
Nice.
It's very reminiscent of testers, but it's not as durable as testers. Like this was testers burnt sienna. I can throw a wash on it right after it dries. This I'll need to seal it.
Oh, really?
Because if you try to put the wash on this, it'll start taking the paint off. I didn't catch the after the paint dries, I gotta clean this up and touch it back up because there is a print support right there on the eyebrow, like the brow right there between the trunk. I didn't see it until the paint went on it. You got the do it in stages. You got to do it in stages with the foot. Use the green stuff to build up like a base where I can put the epoxy sculpt over.
Yeah.
The epoxy sculpt takes the texture stamps better. You can use the texture stamps on the green stuff, but it's not as crisp. I had to revitalize my hardener on both my epoxy sculpt and my Fixit sculpt.
Yeah.
My hardener has been getting hard. You can put some water in there. It's still absorbing. So it's super squishy now. It's all hard up through here. The unusable. I hear so many people throwing this stuff out because it gets hard.
Yeah.
It's like, just put some water in it. Let it sit for a few days. It'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, you keep doing that all the time, right?
Oh yeah, and I've had Fixit sculpt for 20 years. Well, you know those customs I made for you back in the day? I bought this to make them.
Yeah. Yeah, they still hold up.
See, this stuff was like rock hard. Or not rock hard, but getting there. Now it's like super soft and squishy. It's got the discoloring, but they don't hurt anything with the mixing it together. It's still absorbing the moisture in it. There's still some water in there. But how nice and soft it is now.
Yeah.
I've used this tub for almost 20 years.
Wow. Well, yeah, it's been about that.
So I made a mistake. I kind of made a mistake, but it's worked out. I was like 3 pounds, like a 1.5. Each tub is like 1.5 pounds, like 3 pounds. When I seen the smaller tubs, like the Epoxy sculpt sizes,
yeah.
we got here the 8 ounce, and the 8 ounce, I think it's like £1.50 for both of them or something like that. Or a pound, it's a pound. But that's not enough. And I've been using that one for 20 years. I've made a ton of customs.
You got your money's worth.
Yep. Both of these have a Fixit Sculpt in it. I smoothed this out with Fixit Sculpt, and drilled a hole in the bottom of the trunk to drain resin, because I printed it hollow so I don't waste so much resin. And same thing with the smoothing at the bottom. Was this one has 3 neck posts to allow for where the neck range is limited on the Ursa Major. So I want to look up farther, I put it down on the lowest one. And standard position is the middle. I want to look down more at the back one. So I want to sculpt what looks like the lower jaw there. Use green stuff for that. But for stuff you need to, like, that's another good thing for green stuff. You can build stuff out and it supports itself pretty well.
Yeah.
Without having to building like a frame under frame for it.
Like, everybody always asks the question, what's the best sculpt? What's the best sculpt? Whatever. Like, the answer is always going to be different. Like, each of them is good, has its benefits for different.
Oh, absolutely. Exactly. If I want something very hard and durable, if I'm like sculpting like smooth armor, Fixit Sculpt all the way.
Yeah.
If I want to use like my texture stamps, Apoxie Sculpt. Yep. And if I want, also both of these are good for sculpting hair. Fixit Sculpt sucks about sculpting hair.
Yeah.
These two you can sculpt hair with. I've used Procreate too, but you can't buy that no more. It's discontinued.
Isn't that the one everybody was using to make like the flexible hair and stuff like that?
Yep. You can do that with green stuff too if you play around with the mixture. It
Yeah.
keeps some flex to it. I've never pulled it that way. So I bought another Dark Star or Dawn Star, whatever her name is, so I can have an extra torso for fitting the head. She's cheap, so mainly want this just so I can do test fittings.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to keep getting. So you Dremel out the head, fit it, and you get Dremel dust all over your nice painted figure.
Yeah.
Get on this, I don't really care. Picked up another Gorgon on eBay this evening for cheapish. Tax and all shipped. It's like $40.
Oh, not bad. How much is the 2-pack up there? Down there, I mean.
2-pack is like $63 plus tax.
Oh, that's not bad if you're getting them for like 40.
The Medusa's good base figure.
Yeah.
But I don't really need her right now. I got an extra Medusa from I bought an extra one the Gorgons before, so I figured like, well, Rogue Prime's gonna need some arms, and let's go ahead, and the skin tones I'm using matches those arms. Might as well make stuff easier for me.
You're gonna have to start thinking about future Prime.
Yeah.
That's a little more. The look is a little more sleek, though. It doesn't really have the armor that sticks out, right?
Yeah, I think he would be a little sleeker, more like the thinner armor, like I was doing with the Rogue Prime, where it's thinner.
Yeah.
It's like the form fitting. I need to figure out. I need to make the decision to figure out if Rogue Prime, the shirt piece, his armor piece is like more like a shirt, I guess. But I can't tell if it's blue or black. It's one of those things where like it could be either one.
Yeah, well, you know how they used to use blue to make the black look better on paper.
Yep, use blue
You know what I
for
mean?
like highlights.
Yeah. I guess what best thing for you to do is if you wanted to make it black, just like what you did with your Ghost Rider jacket, just highlight it in blue. Give it the blue drive.
That might be a little tougher though. With it's smooth. It's smooth, so it don't really have.
Yeah, no, it's very textured.
So.
At this point here, you're custom. You choose what color you want. What color you think would look better?
Now I think either or would look better, but I can understand through the blue being blue.
Yeah.
With because his next form is red and blue.
Yeah, like a darker blue. Yeah, I could see that. Maybe like, I know it's smooth, but you could probably put a black wash somewhere in there, right?
Yeah, I could do a wash to it. Where is my...
Good thing about Rogue and Futures, you don't have to worry about capes for either of them, right?
Exactly. I was playing around with putting magnets in around the body for real metal chain.
Yeah. That's the best way to go. That way the chain naturally it still sticks.
Yeah. Where's my... There he is. I was looking for the head. Yeah, the black winter hair is perfect.
That looks great. Wow. That's the first time I saw the head.
I started using like the Warpath hair, just where it's long, but I wasn't real happy with it because it wasn't real like wind swept like most of the time it was.
Oh, this looks perfect.
I seen somebody using the black winter hair on something else. I forget what it was, and I was like, "That's perfect."
I could see that using that hair for like maybe even Century.
Oh yeah. I need to tighten up the socket a little bit because the hair is so heavy. I think it might need no ring.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen the head with the hair. That looks amazing. Jeez.
I got some nail art spikes I can put on through the headband.
Yeah, I remember you bought those. Those things came in handy, man.
I definitely going to have to tighten up the socket. It's too loose for that heavy hair. Still got to dribble down the neck on that. Got to find the P I made for that. I put it up where to be safe and I misplaced it.
You make
They
a
already
few of
cut for the sculpting.
Yeah.
I got another one here, but it fits, but it's not the exact one I made for it.
Yeah.
I used the same template to cut most of these out. It don't fit perfectly because it's not the exact one. It's in a little pill bottle somewhere. I got to do a lot of straightening up down here. Because he's not going to be done anytime soon. I got to finish up my third form prime first.
Yeah.
It's close. It's about ready. It's ready for paint, really. I already have the heads painted. I just got to finish painting, get painting the body. Well, I don't have to paint the arms now, so that saves me a lot. And I got the gauntlets here, which I might see how the ones that Canon made. I sent him one of these, and he 3D modeled it. I might be able to tighten them up a little bit with the 3D model, adjusting the scaling.
Yeah.
These are the ones I made molds of and cast it myself.
That saves you a ton of work too.
Oh, when I was making that first prime, it was like when I was sitting there like before I even thought about even casting parts. It's like, man, it'd be so much easier if I could just some way to just duplicate the one. and when I was thinking the same thing when I was doing the boots, because that flare works the same for the boots. Which actually I did with the second, third form prime I did. I actually used cut these down and sculpted the rest of the boot. Like, put that like there. Which on the first appearance prime, the boots are on as big. No, they're not as big as this. They're a little more form fitting, so I can actually a little easier to do. I think I can still work with that 3D print, 3D model, and squat them down, scale them where they fit around that thigh. I mean the calf, and sculpt the wrist. So these legs don't have boot swivel, but I've only made one prime. I'm only working on one prime that still retains the boot swivel. All the other ones I eliminated them because it was just too hard to do back when I first started doing it. Because one reason I was able to do these is because I made a mold of the legs of one I already did.
Yeah.
When I redid the first Final Form Prime, for a friend that bought the first one, then he bought the second one off eBay.
Yeah.
He asked me to redo the first one into a first appearance prime. So while I was here, I made some more molds.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the dragon back together. Oh. He's back together now. I set the head and the feet Canon to scan, and I use the UV, like the Model Master, not Model Masters, the Hobby, Mr. Hobby UV dual coat.
Yeah.
And the spray he uses to like get the scan better, that dissipates on its own. Didn't do that fully on the super dull coat. So that's really flat.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't crazy about that finish either. So I was able to clean it up and hit it with my automotive clear coat.
Yeah.
Then hit it with my regular Mr. Hobby matte, not the UV, and it gets this nice satiny look to it.
This guy's the what were you gonna say, the outcome of two evil geniuses.
Oh yeah. I didn't end up gluing the belt while I was putting them together. It's like I made the belt just a touch too big.
Yeah.
It fit fine, but it was like kept popping loose. So I put a couple drops of glue on the back. So now it stays. That was just enough so it don't pop off or ride up or whatever. But I like it. I'm glad you suggested that.
You had to. You got a character who was rooting.
Well, he had the. It worked out too, just the evolution of the story I kept writing. The original idea for Bruton was he was basically almost like a Weapon X program type thing, but now he's part of an alien race.
Yeah.
So there's more than one.
And I like the idea of Dragon being like a war beast from Invincible.
Yeah, kind of like Battle Beast, yeah.
Yeah, Battle Beast, yeah.
So that'll be the new head. This is basically 2.0 head, and this is 3.0.
Yeah.
I put a ton of work in this one.
Oh yeah, I know. Compared to the original, the 1.0.
Yeah. What I did with this one was it was similarly done with that one where I took parts of those generate heads and kept what I liked, chopped them up, printed them out, chopped them up, scaled down the original head, cut the trunk off of it, and put that trunk on here. And I think I swapped out the tusk with another version too. Maybe. Cut completely the back of the head off and resculpted it. I made molds off of the Hulk head.
80th anniversary, right?
Actually, this one.
Oh, okay, yeah. Outback.
It's either 80th anniversary. Well, either way, I didn't use a whole lot what I made a mold off of, whichever one I used. Then I used a texture stamp. It may be 80th anniversary head. Getting old, I can't remember what I did.
You did a lot of work. That's all that you can guarantee. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember you telling me. That's why I can't remember if it's the 80th or the Outback. It may have been the Outback, actually.
Okay. Are these the same tusk? This is the head I started with.
Yeah.
I cut this trunk off, but it looks good through here. Then it's a penis.
Yeah.
I think the tusks are the same. And for this model, I used the meshy to make this one, and had like holes in the back behind the ears. I had to take care of that. This whole back of the head I didn't like. I ended up cutting this off like here, redoing the whole thing.
Yeah, that's a problem with that program.
Yeah. The hit 'em does better, I think. That's where I got this started from, then Canon did a lot of fixes on it, made it much better. It was uneven, so he cut it in half, mirrored it over, connected it. He made all new tusk for it. Then he had like a fixed the trunk when he mirrored it over where it was uneven. It made the trunk way too wide.
Yeah.
It was shorter too, so he tapered it down, lengthened it up, new tusk, and it's symmetrical now too. See, the thing is too not to be impatient, because I want to get that support out so bad, so I need to let this sit overnight, or start messing with the paint stuff.
Control the OCD.
Yes, that's one of the things you need to learn too when you're customizing, is know when to stop.
Yeah.
You keep messing with something other, and you'll ruin it. You start chasing stuff.
Yeah. Happened way too many times.
I still thought it was hilarious. Like I showed like one of the customizing forums like on Facebook. I showed the work in progress of this little kit bash. I painted the visor. This was rose head. I painted it purple. I painted it black, and I painted the visor silver. And the paint was still, when I took pictures of the work in progress, it was still like still curing, wasn't flattened out yet. And some dudes like work in progress said, you should repaint the silver on that. I can see the brush strokes on it. It's chrome. I made it chrome.
Everybody.
I think I know how to do silver. I need to swap out the swords though. These gold swords just terrible.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of them. They keep reusing those same katana all the time.
Yeah, at least it's better than the new katanas. They're like little stubby ones now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are these the ones that came with those original hand ninjas? They're still using that mold, right?
On certain things, yeah.
Not hand ninjas, sorry, the Ronin and Electra 2-pack, remember?
Oh yeah.
They've been using it since all the way back then. It's decent, but I don't know. The handles just look too thin for me.
Yeah, this is mostly the only thing I painted was the head and the hands. I think the hands are from Bone Breaker.
Yeah.
I bought those Vulcans for while they were on clearance, so I had a bunch of those from Bone Breaker torsos. Yeah. And they're the vertically hinged hands, so yeah. But the Black Panther body, legs are from Safari Jacket, Wonder Man. The arms are from the Bucky Cap, the new one. And the boots are from the Hank Pym body.
Wow. That's
which very expensive kit bash, but I had all those parts laying around from previous projects.
Oh yeah.
Well,
it's not like...
the Bucky Caps I got for $10.
Oh yeah, they were at
Ollie's.
Ollie's, yeah.
So the arms were cheap, but and Paladin. Well, I had these holsters left over from Paladin from when I made those scroll troopers.
Mm-hmm.
When people are like, I love the fact that when they did the troop builders on Hasbro Pulse for the scrolls, They're like, how many? I can't wait to see how many people build armories. It's like 5. You put a limit of 5.
Yeah, exactly.
But at least they came with 2 heads and extra weapons. So I bought a bunch of paladins cheap. Well, 5. Because you get 5 figures and 2 heads, so you get 10. So I got doubled up my army because they're the same color, pretty much.
Yeah.
So next time I'll do some work on this, I can actually start putting the epoxy sculpt on. I may do push molds off the Ursa Major.
Mm-hmm.
Great, that's another good resource for buying an extra one. I can make push molds off the fur texture.
As well, man. Save yourself some work.
Now I'm thinking about. So I got a bigger soldier.
Oh.
So I got I'll have 2 smaller ones. I can have one that's about the same height as Guntia, just not as bulky.
Well, they're not all going to look identical, right?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. It's like I got an extra Balrog I got from Canon when he's selling some figures a while back. I could turn this. The only thing sucks about this is like with the Brooklyn, it's much easier because the body is basically the color it needs to be. Just throw a wash on it. This would require a full paint job.
Yeah, but even colors could vary with these aliens, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to match identical.
I need to find a waist piece that work on here too. On the loincloth piece that had to go. Because it's got to be a hole for his butt. For better to poop on you. All right, but do what now?
I was gonna say the way I look at it with these guys here is think about the tundrans, right? Like, I mean, a lot of them are gonna have different colored fur, right? You're gonna have gray, brown, black, right? So even with these guys here, like the difference in the skin tone would actually look pretty cool too. Like they're not all gonna look identical.
Oh, they're shapeshifters too, so
yeah, exactly.
They're an infiltration race.
And the people they take over too, because I guess it varies with the shape of the people, right?
Oh yeah, they basically consume their victims, and they can when they do that, they they gain their short-term memories and their
appearance.
DNA appearance. They can sample the DNA to transform into them.
Yeah. Yeah, Alpha Pro body snatchers. You are what you eat, right?
Yep. Huh.
Oh boy. Where'd the weekend go?
Now that you got me pondering.
I tend to do that a lot, eh?
Yeah.
What are you thinking of?
You're talking about variation in colors. I have 2 gray Goliaths, like the video game version.
Yeah.
I don't have to use the blue one. Balrog.
Right.
What Well, let's see how this looks. You said color variations. That's print. I got this printed in gray. It's tough resin. I mixed white and black tough resin together. Put the mahogany wash on this head. See what it looks like. Just do the brown wash over the gray body.
There you go.
And see what that looks like. Well, I'm trying to cut down, like, there's a ton of work to change something from blue to brown.
Yeah. That makes sense, though. It can be brown, but a different shade of brown, right?
Yeah.
I like that idea, because you don't want to see everything looking the same.
Let's sit that for a second and I'll be right back.
Sure.
All right. Grab my third form prime torso I've been working on. This one is a ton of work on this one. Smooth it out. I need to mask it off before I can do. I'm gonna start doing the paint in the armor. I'm gonna do mask it off and paint it base coat black, then do the gold.
Yeah.
Work off the black. Then I'll hand paint the skin tone. But that was shaping up pretty well. Now, let's see how this looks. Let this sit for a bit. We won't know totally what it looks like until it dries. See. I think dry brush over top of that too after it dries a little bit. We'll see. Maybe. Won't hurt if I need to paint over the top of it either. So. I brought me something to drink down before when I came down. I forgot about it. It was kind of sitting over on the table over there. I got some lemonade. Oh, good stuff.
Oh,
I think it's about time to call it. But I think I'm digging this.
yeah.
Look how more brutal the head looks.
It looks more intimidating.
Okay. My OCD impatience has got the better of me.
You had to pick it up, didn't you? Is that from the 3D print?
Yeah, it puts these little supports on.
Yeah.
It puts supports that don't need it. Sometimes when you do the auto generate, I try to delete them.
Yeah.
I missed that. I've never seen it put one there on like all the different sizes I've done. I've never seen it put one on the brow.
I'm assuming the paint actually made it stand out more. So.
Oh yeah. I never even saw it when it was even in black. Even after I primed it in black. No. I've already, on the prime, I've already primed the feet and the boots because those are smooth. They're ready for gold paint. Let me get the gauntlets ready. I might try to see about like I said, printing those ones Canon made.
Yeah.
See if I can get them thinner.
So you got it out then?
Yeah. It's just amazing how different the color is wet versus dry.
Yeah, I know.
It's night and day. Got a little finer brush to do the touch up where I can get some of the crevices that I've missed with the big fat brush.
That's when you get so much detail in the sculpt.
Like right there is the freaking support. Trying to find them in the hair is hard.
Yeah.
Each little hair that sticks up, it kept wanting to add supports to it.
Yeah.
It don't need it. at least with this one, it should be a little easier to paint the eyes. It's a bigger sculpt, bigger print.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, I did buy some new that Pro Acrylic paint. I haven't tried it yet, but they had a green that looks very hawkish.
Oh, really?
Yep. I got bright yellow green.
Oh, that looks good.
It looks about like that green I used when I did the original Smart Hulk. It looks almost like that Sublime green from Testers.
I like that. You still got that the match for the 80th anniversary of the KOs?
Oh no, I've used all that thing up. I had to make some more up.
Well, you had at least you have the freaking you had it down packed, man.
Yeah, but it took I had to mix a massive bottle. I keep adding a little, mix it not right, add a little bit more, add a little bit more. I was about to run out of room in the bottle until I got it just right.
The fortunate thing is that between 80th anniversary Hulk and the freaking Marvel Select Hulk, those colors are pretty much identical.
I'm hoping the feet. I know with the new Smart Hulk coming out, the hand pegs are different, but I'm hoping the ankle pegs are the same. Because I like to put those maximum feet on that Hulk. Or no, he's got short pants. Oh shit! That's what I'm saying. Put some shoes on him, so they're not feet. But he's got short pants. That won't work.
Yeah, he's got them just below the knee.
He's got knickers on.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I probably shouldn't have said that. The AI might mishear that. Short pants, AI. Short pants.
Short pants. Yeah, I'm gonna have two of those. I got two of those already up on order. So.
Ooh, nice. Metaluna's doing a Swordmaster.
Oh, that looks good. Looks good, Jeff. I tell you, I got a brand new Day Hulk for $13.
No, you didn't.
I had some credit on the thing, so when I ordered the first one, it was only $13. And then we started talking. I was like, okay, you know what? I think that's good proportions for Ed Norton Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought the second one full price.
Yeah, this looks terrible with the multi-step process. It's like it will look like this.
Yeah.
I was like, what'd you do to this? I trust the process. Yeah, with still got these are the bases I started with making the Hulk skin tone.
Yeah.
And I add I mixed into it. I mixed yellow, mixed these two together, some yellow, some white, a little dab of black, and keep mixing and mix until I get just right.
Yeah, I got about like 4 or 5 KO Hulks. That's why I need some heads. I need some heads for them. I want to kind of round out the collection.
Oh crap! It's about like tester's paint stuck. Oh, I got it. Okay, I'm very low on both of these colors, but I might have enough to mix up a batch. I got the exact same amount in both bottles. I like Tamiya paint, but you don't have a lot of color selection.
Yeah.
This is acrylic too, so.
You try printing out either of those heads yet?
Not yet. I got the slicer I use. I got to unhook my internet. When I download them, I got to unhook the internet to use my slicer because they have a new one they want you to pay for. So if you're connected to the internet, it won't let you use the old one. But if you disconnect the internet, you can use the old one.
Neat little trick, though.
I would just disable it from the firewall, but the work machine, I don't have access to the firewall.
Yeah.
I could have access to the firewall, but I'm going to keep from reformatting the work machine. It's not like I haven't done it before with other machines, but yeah. All right, my friend. I think I'm going to have to call it a night.
Yeah, same here.
I'm working on aside from with I did have that Electric Express Reviews channel. Yeah. I got tired of having 4 channels, so I gave that one to my friend Shelby, and he uses it for streaming now. So the 1970 Olds Customs YouTube channel is kind of it's actually both my channels, where I don't put out content daily.
Yeah.
So they don't recommend you stuff. So I'm actually taking all the reviews, updates the information on the Olds channel, where it's going to have reviews on there too. So I'm starting out with my very first ones and working up, basically doing retro replays, what I'm calling them.
Yeah, I've noticed a few of those. Yeah.
Re-editing them a little bit too, where they got different intros and outros.
Yeah.
Hello, Benny. You kind of set the tail in. We're getting ready to call it a night. I still like my original OG Bruton and Thragon. It was I think they still work great with scale wise, but it was too tempting to make a big giant one off that loose connector body.
You can't go wrong with having an extra big one.
Well, you can see the kind of scale between just the heads alone. Marvel Select does. Marvel Legends does.
This is what I'm saying though. Even when you got characters like the Hulk, you have Marvel Select versions and you have Marvel Legends versions. You know what? They both work.
Oh yeah. And I'm feeling the artist. Sometimes the Hulk was drawn like that.
Oh yeah.
What's hilarious? They always list the Smart Hulk being 7 foot was it 7.6, something like that?
Yeah.
And people try to use that as the, but he's constantly being drawn like 9 feet tall.
Well, look at when I posted my Sasquatch custom. Sasquatch is listed at 10 feet.
Yep.
He's been drawn to look even bigger. Like, I mean, you saw those pictures of him with the Hulk. He makes the Hulk look like a regular sized person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said no. I want my Sasquatch to be, you know, that size of that icon. Like, it had to be that big.
Yep. I can't get over nobody has STL files for that head yet.
Oh, the
Sasquatch.
yeah, the one I used, right?
Or any of them. Like, as soon as that loose collector body got released, you think somebody been out there been like, oh, there's people that have been selling pre-painted heads, but I want to paint it myself.
Yeah.
The one that's pre-painted, I can paint better.
Yeah, no kidding. I like to, if I can get the same head I have now on mine, if I can get another one, I would be tempted to buy that loose collector body. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, it thinks he lost the file.
Yeah, I know. Because he wouldn't have had a problem sending it over. He's not like that.
Yeah.
You know, he like I said, he did it for me as a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I totally didn't expect that. When I messaged him, I was like, oh, jeez, he lost the file.
Looks good. Now, just get these. The rest of the body's done. I just get the feet and the head painted up, and the loose collector one's done. Then I just gotta finish painting up the one over here for the OG. I'm gonna do like a group video for like my heroes and villains.
Yeah.
One for the heroes, one for the villains.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think group videos do better than just like showcasing one single video that character now.
Yeah.
Because my lore videos did not now the shorts did great, but the actual full length like breakdown video like showcase,
yeah,
they did horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. YouTube's weird.
I mean, like the shorts did like you don't get paid much for shorts either, but I don't really care about that part. I want eyes on my content because these are characters that can be part of a comic book universe and hopefully eventually figures.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
And crazy concept. My heroes are actually good people.
Yeah, I know.
They're not focused on trying to get in each other's pants. Heroes doing good because they want to help people. What a concept.
Fancy that, eh?
Yep. Yeah, both versions, version 2 and 3 lore figures. The full showcase. Version 2 got 269 views. Version 3 only got 251.
Oh, wow.
Now the shorts another matter, which they're not as detailed videos, you can only be up to 3 minutes long. The shorts got, for version 2, got 7,300 views. Version 3 got 2,700, which I don't know why 3 got so much less. Yeah, but the version 2 did fantastic.
Sometimes I wonder, a lot of people nowadays, they just, I guess they prefer to watch shorter videos. Like, I don't know.
And well, shorts, you can just keep scrolling through and watch videos.
Yeah.
It really depends on like the algorithm too, like sharing your content out with the shorts too. The Gun Tia update video too, it did pretty good too. It's got 5,600 views on the short, and Solarian got 3,900 views. But I didn't do a full video for Solarian because the regular videos are doing so shitty.
Yes.
So I was going to do like a group video, like when I got Gun Tia, Thragon, and all my other villains.
Yeah.
And I'll do the group shot with the heroes.
Yeah.
Group video. Those used to do pretty good, but I don't know, man. they don't seem to be pushing my stuff anymore.
I said YouTube's very freaking weird.
Now even with that last review I did for 2099.
Yeah.
It only got like 561 views, and it's like a brand new figure.
See, that's strange.
I like more stuff. Yeah, I showed the work in progress to Loose Collector, and they thought it was badass.
Oh yeah.
Show it with the head mount, the head mounted onto the body. So I can start the feet. I can start painting those this week. I gotta get this one sculpted, but I was wanting to let the green stuff cure a little more because I put this piece of green stuff on this morning. I needed to round it off and put the fur texture on it. So I had to do a gap right here. I want to fill it in with the green stuff and have it round it down with the fur sculpt continue.
Yeah.
So I like it. Would have been nice if I could have had like the foot more blunt, like an elephant foot.
Yeah.
But work with what I got with the base foot.
That looks good.
It's like it's kind of hard to turn that into a short, stubby foot like this one. I guess just the general shape of the base of the foot. It is possible, and they are like more humanoid too. So
Exactly.
like somebody mentioned, like thinking the head should be bigger. That's the mammoth, but they're more like it's more like a Hulk-based character. So
It's your character. You know exactly what you wanted, what you were thinking when you designed it. So.
well, the OG design was more mammoth style head. Back when I originally drew it in high school.
Yeah.
Everything's changed. Like I said, the original concept for the character, he's like a Weapon X like project where he's created in the lab, but now he's part of a race.
Well, that work to your benefit, because now you can have different characters of that race.
Exactly. Of course, you can fudge in like other experiments too, but I like it better like having a race like that. He's more unique of a character. And the lab thing too, he would allow him to be more like a Savage Hulk type thing, or a dumb hulking brute thing. I didn't want that.
Yeah.
I like the smarter aspect. He was a security officer on the ship.
You think about mammoths or even elephants, they're intelligent animals, right?
Exactly.
Plus, you got to remember something too. If part of the story where they end up on the planet on the home planet there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, I mean, they end up building their own base on Bruton's planet, Tundra, right?
Well, that's how they Lore and Bruton meet for the first time. On the survivor of Lore's homeworld, actually, like the refugees went to Tundra to build a base there.
Exactly. So if
it's remote they did it for like security remote, and it's like most species can't survive that planet because of the high gravity and the harsh environment.
Yeah, and Lore's species, like, I mean, his people can adapt to anything, so it makes sense. And
Their
so
homeworld, a heavy gravity world, so is Bruton's.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to have any of that if he was created in a lab, right? So
exactly. And one of the I also worked it out too, like with the I got one here, the belts for the Darian suits.
Yeah,
it's a gravity field emitter. It'll help protect people for different environments like that. So even though people that can't handle a heavy gravity world, the technology can.
Exactly.
I like it. These are going to work out good. These boots are made for walking. I could, since this is just primer, I could try to make a mold off this. Technically, this is a different P than the first appearance, but I think they're close enough.
Yeah.
This one's got more like a sharp edge down here and cut through there than down. This one's got a more of a softer curve up this way to the point. But I worry about hurting paint on this with the hot blue stuff.
Yeah.
So if I made a mold off this, plus it's got the nipples. First time sculpting nipples on a figure. Once you notice you're missing off the other one, it's like, yeah, it's kind of noticeable. Yeah. I did a little different too with the magnets too. Or I was drilling a hole up top and inserting the magnets there, then sculpting over top of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, realized, why am I doing that? Well, I can just cut out the inside and the magnets in this way.
Yeah.
And let's see. There, right there.
Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
It's a learning process with this. Every time you start making another one, it just gets more and more improvements, right?
Mm-hmm. It's like cracking those wastes now. It's going forward. It's the only thing I'm going to do for the sculpting and prepping. So I've been taking knives and like going around like the hips and cutting around and all that. I was like, if I could just crack the waist and make it a lot easier, then just fill the hole in the bottom. All right, that's enough. I need to go to bed.
Yeah, I kind of extended the stream today by showing up. So
Hey, that's all right, brother. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming in, hang out with us tonight. And always, everybody who's new to the channel, like always feel free to ask questions. I'll try to answer the best I can. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.
take care, guys.